everybody. We are back with MotoGP 21 on the Moto2 season. We are still with Petronas. However, we did finally get that contract for next year for the Tech 3 KTM factory racing team in the MotoGP class. So we have got 3 races left of the season, and we are currently 62 points ahead of Remy Gardner. So hopefully, don't really want to tempt fate, but the championship should be wrapped up. So we are going to head to Australia, where free practice 2 is going to be wet, 1-3 and qualifying and the race is going to be dry. So let's go straight to track and see how we sort of get on around this around the Red Bull Australian Grand Prix.
Hello from Australia. You're looking at the magnificent Phillip Island circuit, where a new weekend of racing is about to start any minute now. The atmosphere in pit lane is already really fired up. The first free practice is about to begin, and mechanics are performing their final checks on the bikes before the riders get out on track. Despite the clouds building up overhead, conditions on the track are still good, and the session should stay dry.
Session should stay dry. That was hard to say. So here we are at our grid. We've got a couple of development tests which we shall try. Obviously we're not really concerned about developing the bike as much anymore, with only 3 races left for the season, and obviously going to MotoGP next year. So we are going to look at, might go with Red Bull Ring because it's got some quick corners. It's also got that one straight, so the setup that we had around Red Bull Ring, I'm hoping will work. We shall see how we get on. We're going to go straight out on the mediums as it's cold, so it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, with that, let's get out to track, see how well we can get on from free practice, and I will pick back up when we finish free practice sessions and just before qualifying.
Just a few last touch-ups to his suit and helmet, and he's ready to go. And we've noticed the mechanics have really been active in the last few minutes. Let's see if that makes a difference on track. This practice session coming to a close. Let's have a look at the graphic of those riders.
That's free practice done. Not the strongest free practice sessions we've had around Phillip Island, but we weren't. Obviously we weren't bad. We were 6/10 off in that one. We've got the good sort of. We've got a good race pace, so we've got to just try and sort of see if we can get away at the front, maybe at the beginning of the race. Obviously, we've got qualifying yet, so that could be a little bit difficult. You see there, 134.0 was our last lap, and a 132.8 was our previous quickest lap. So yeah, I mean, we weren't as quick as we thought we were going to be. Around this circuit, but we're not far off, so
here we are back.
Hopefully we can get a good qualifying session.
Second qualifying session to start.
We have made it straight through to Q2. None of our teammates have, so we are the only Petronas bike that's actually doing relatively quite well around here. So we'll take that as a win, I think. We will switch to the softs. We know you get about 2 laps of the soft. If you're lucky, if you're not pushing too far and using too much of that rear wheel. You use quite a lot of rear wheel around here, so we're just going to drop it down to about 11 worth of fuel. And yeah, development test, just have a quick one. We didn't do the clean lap with the long lap, that never really works. We've got to score better than our teammate during both qualifying sessions and the race. So let's see if we can get out on track for qualifying and see if we can put in a decent lap.
Suit and helmet, and he's ready to go. And we've noticed the mechanics have really been active in the last few minutes. Let's see if that makes a difference on track.
Let's get out and see how we can get on. So 136.7 is the time to beat at the moment, set by Mr. Sam Lowe's. It's a little hotter as well. The sun's is out a lot more, so hopefully that should mean that grit is much better, he says. And yeah, so we've gone for soft. We were looking at about a 132.8 for our last lap. So anything that we can get sort of near that would be great for this session, I think. I think times are going to be a bit different because of the heat. So I'm not sure if the tyres are going to hold out as much as they were when we were putting them under pressure. A little bit wide through there. We are up on time, but we're expected to be with a 136.7. I'll be very surprised if they're the lap times that stay. We're going to go a bit wide. We managed to get it down. Pick up the late apex, get on the acceleration. A little bit too much there. Oh, getting a bit squirrely. Pick up the late apex again. Up still point 1.3. This isn't going to be a good lap, I wouldn't have said. I think we're going to have to do another one. Up over the top of the hill. Lovely bit of the circuit this is. You'll pick a lot of time up there if you can get right on the brakes. Round, up a gear, short shift going through here. Give us as much traction as possible coming out of this corner. Give it a little lift and then try and catch that curb on the left hand side. So okay, this is our first lap. What are we going to do? Across the line, a 133.7, so we can do better. We won't be able to this time because we're going to have to go in for more fuel. So we won't use the tyres, we will go in.
We're back in.
And we will just check on fuel. So yeah, we'll have fuel for the next couple of races, next couple of laps. We will fast forward time ever so slightly just to sort of see what sort of lap times people start putting in. So we're still at a 136.7 at the moment. I can't believe that that's going to be the times. Surely it is. Okay, that is a very bizarre qualifying session. Pre-practice was quicker than qualifying. Maybe it is. Maybe they weren't getting the right feeling with the temperature. Maybe because it was a hotter weekend. I mean, that's not even our quickest lap. That's in between sort of the laps we were doing at free practice 1 and free practice 3. They're almost at the same pace as what they were doing when it was wet. So that's a little bit of an odd qualifying session there.
Hello, we are
but
joining you
we are on
live
pole,
from the
so
Phillip
we'll
Island circuit for the Australian
we'll
round
take it.
of the Moto2 World Championship. The sky above the track has been cloudy for a few hours now. But having consulted the, here we are live.
We'll just
on the
skip that.
Moto2 class
So
grid.
I can't remember how many laps is round here, but I think
before the race.
We're going to go with a medium front and a hard rear, just purely for the power that we need to use through that rear tyre. Might be a bit of a push to go for the medium. I think we will use it very quickly. Obviously, we've only got that one that we haven't done for our development tests. So we are on pole, which was a little bit of a weird qualifying session, if I'm honest. With 136 was their quickest lap, which I will, you'll see in a minute. Again, as we start the race, yeah, 136.7. They've gone hard. Ralph Nanna's using the soft hard, so I think we're going to go with the right tyre choice. Where's our nearest teammate? Looks like it's going to be Xavi Vierge down in 19th position and Jake Dixon in 21st. So our team's really struggling around here. We're the only one that's sort of the outsiders at the moment. We know Sam Lowes likes this circuit, so let's see how we're going to get on round here.
Engines fired up, riders ready.
As we look at the grid, Sam Lowes in second, Ralph Fernandez picking up that last position for the front row. Let's start the race and see how we get on. Clutch in, revs up. Let's get a good start for the Australian Grand Prix. Okay, we've got a good start, I think. We've got a good start. Let's come down into the first corner. A little bit wide, we didn't brake. Whoa, rear wheel sliding about already. But I remember we're using that hard tyre. Nice line out of there. Turn the power back and free off now. brake. That left-hand side of that rear tyre's getting quite warmed up already. Overheating on us. Whoa, where the hell? Sam knows what you're playing at. He shot up the inside of us, to be fair. He had the speed, but he was never going to make that stick. Oh, hello, where we go? Sam knows put us off there, to be fair. Lost us our rhythm. Oh, a lot of them have gone down. There's a few of them in shot behind us there. Round the lovely corner, that is that corner. I can't remember the name of it at the moment. Concentrating too hard. Onto the power out there. So we've got a little bit of a difference in people with us here. We've got Lorenzo Baldassari, Gusto Fernandez, Jorge Navarro. Looks like a lot of the front runners have fallen off at the moment. This could work out quite well for us then. As we go round the southern loop, Marcel Schotter is now second. We've just got to try and work on our tyres and try and hope that we don't use too much of our tyres. Oh, they're going to go wide there. Play the inside line because they like to dive up the inside of us on this one. Much better line through that than the first lap. Up over the waterfall place. That was a little bit wide. Oh, Igura. We had a little bit of a tyre spin there. That cost us dearly. We go to power map in 3 as we come round the final corner. We should get onto the acceleration before him. We're going to go right up the inside. We were on the acceleration a lot quicker than he was. 134.7. Igora with 134.4. Takes the quickest lap at the moment. We've increased our race pace. Our race pace is at 135. So. Having that competition behind me is spurring me on at the moment. Into this corner. This is a very dodgy corner. Feels weird. It always feels like I've got less grip coming out of that corner, even though you should have more grip because you don't use as much of your right tyre. Igura giving us a little nudge there. Whoa, where are we going? That's going to take us off our rhythm for this last few corners. This is a struggle. We're struggling. We are struggling in this race. Igura looking behind us there. What's going on? Gusto Fernandez has crashed. We're going to have to be careful. Picking up a few too many track limits warnings. We'll go to power map in 3 as we come out. We're going to try and catch down Igura here. This is a very weird circuit. Everyone seems to be falling off at the moment. We've got our teammate Javi Bier here is down in 19th in 3rd place. Very strange race, this one. It was a very strange qualifying, so it only suits, I guess. At the moment, Igura is gapping the field. As I say, we are slightly struggling here. Get the bike stopped. Struggling to get out the corners a little bit. We're We're only halfway through the race and our rear tyre, even though it's a hard, it is knackered already. So we are going to have to be incredibly careful, I think. It's quite strange through that corner how we lose the back end there, even though we should have more grip on the rear tyre, on the right-hand side of it. So that is a bit of a strange one. That's much better through there. Bit of a short shift as we come through this corner. I don't really have enough fuel to go to power mapping 3, unfortunately. Iagura might win this one from us if someone else doesn't even come by. As long as we pick up points, that's all we're looking for. We just need to pick up them points. 134.5. Definitely struggling with this AI's race pace at the moment. We come round the southern loop. We've got 2 laps left. Can we try and bridge this gap that Iagura has made in front of us here? We will try. We're obviously going to fight for race wins if we can. I don't know if we're going to be able to this time out. They carry a lot more speed around this corner than we can. Don't get the track limits warning. Last thing we want is either time added or a ride through penalty. I'm happy with second. I think second, well, it will do because there's I think you'll find our championship contenders have all fallen off. So we should, if we provided we can finish this race, we should very easily win this championship here. Iagura is definitely pulling away. That was a very poor sector from us there. Come round the final corner. Onto the acceleration. A little bit of curve that'll slow us down. Across the line, 134.9. That's not a very good lap. This is our final lap of the race. Let's try and keep it clean. That is all we need to do. We just need to finish this race and we have won the championship. I don't know if it will reward us with the championship straight away or whether it always does it at the end. Iagura has definitely cleared off. Oh, we're going to go wide. Don't bin it, don't bin it. Oh no! We've crashed on the final lap. On the tyre that we said we should have more grip. It's gone from us. That is such a shame. Such a shame. To be fair, the rear tyre is absolutely gone. There is no grip on that rear tyre whatsoever. That is our first mistake really of the season with crashing. So we can't really complain. We knew the rear tyre was going to be a problem in this race. I'm a little bit upset with myself about that one. We were more comfortable on the right hand side of the tyre than we were the left, so we pushed a little bit too much really. On the final lap as well. Such a shame. That could be costly. Ouch. That was our mistake. We won the championship anyway, so Jake Dixon came third. Good on Jake. So yeah, a little bit of a problem there with that rear tyre. We knew it was going to be it was definitely going to be. Remy Garner didn't even finish. So we knew it was going to be a problem, that rear tyre. As I said, we did feel a little bit more comfortable with the right hand side of the tyre than we did the left. So we made the mistake. But we have still won the championship. So we are going to go to Moto2 next year. We are going to go to MotoGP next year. And we will be Moto2 champion. So not the best way to win the title that we wanted. Having having finished 30th in that race. We are going to lose a little bit of money for that, unfortunately, but or reputation. Sorry, it is what it is. We have got our stuff already, so it's yeah, it is what it is. We made a mistake. We put our hands up and we admit we made a mistake. That is really the best we can do, but we have got that contract for next year, so we are not really bothered. We've got a couple of people here, but we are going to stick with our original, well, not the original, sorry, but we're going to stick with our last personal manager, as they were the ones that got us our contract. So we have got 2 races left of the season. We've got the Sepang Malaysian Grand Prix, and then of course that very famous Circuit Ricardo Tormo Valencia circuit at the end of the calendar. We've made our first mistake. We've had our first, I think that's probably our first, oh no, we did have a 15th position. I was going to say, I wonder if it's the first time we've been under top 10. So, we made a mistake. It was a bit of an odd race anyway. A lot of our championship contenders and that were falling off as well. Obviously, an Oyagura win. Bezecchi, who's normally up there, to be fair, was second, and Jake Dixon third. So it's good that we still had a Brit on the podium. We did make the mistake, so we can't do much about that on the final lap. We will push on. We've got 2 races left of the season, like I said, and our next race is at Malaysia. So stay tuned for that one. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe. Don't forget that notification bell so you don't miss these MotoGP videos as they drop onto the channel. And I shall see you all in the next videos.